Tom from Hope Academy for Parenthope Ministries, and today we are going to be making a tie-dye shirt. Well, it's not really tie-dye, it's going to be bleach tie, as we're going to tie it up like you would a tie-dye shirt, only we're going to use bleach instead of dye. The first thing you want to do is get a t-shirt like that, make sure it's cotton, and you're going to have to soak it in water. And that does two things. That gets the excess dyes from the store out of the shirt, but most importantly, later on it's going to keep the bleach from bleeding into the area that you don't want it to bleed into. Now we have the t-shirt damp, and what we do is you're going to have to get the center of it, just the front of the shirt, not the whole shirt, and get the center of it. We're going to have to make sure that the seams line up. That way you know you have the center of the shirt. Get these seams to line up, and we're pretty much there. So that is the center of the shirt, right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make the front of the shirt, and this is the front of the shirt, make it as straight as possible. Okay, today what we're going to do is we're going to make a cross. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you have a flat surface, that there aren't any wrinkles from underneath that are going to disturb your design. And then what we're going to do is we're going to draw a half cross, because the bleach is going to bleed through to the other side. And that's what we're going to do. Now it's kind of hard to see because the chalk is yellow. That's the basic design. And you can see the cloth pinched a little bit, and that's fine. It's not going to look that way when you're done. Now the point is, when we're all done, you're just going to see one line. So all of these lines have to line up like they're one. And the way you do that is by grabbing the t-shirt, and we're going to fold it right in the middle of the side of the cross. I'm going to flip that and make sure that this line lines up with the line on the back. Now it doesn't have to be perfect, but as you can see, it's not the t-shirt that lines up, but it's the chalk. Right underneath, that's about where it's lining up. Maybe just move it over just a tad. Now we're going to fold it one more time, starting right there. We're going to fold it again so that the chalk is lining up. And it's going to fall back a little bit. And now we have a line that's going, we have just one straight line there. So now all of our lines, this one, the second one, and this one are all lined up. Now you can't see this one because it's on the flip side, but it's there. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold the shirt along the line. Now we can see the line here, we can't see the line there, but that's okay. That's what we're going to do. We're going to just bunch it up like that. And as you can see, we'll get that collar out of the way a little bit. As you can see, we're going to have to go a lot farther on the bottom of the shirt because that's the longest part of the cross. And there we go. We got it all bunched up, and there's a line right there, and we're going to put a rubber band on that line. That's the line. You can still see it, although it's starting to fade because of the water. But that is where we're going to put our rubber band, right there alongside the line. And you can see the chalk on the other side too, so it's lined up pretty well. Now what we're going to do is we're going to twist the rubber band on that so that it is really tight. And like I said earlier, we're going to use the water to prevent the bleach from leaching onto the other side. We want all the bleach on the design side. And the rubber band, the tightness of the rubber band is going to help accomplish the same thing. Okay, now we're going to need bleach, just normal household bleach, and an eyedropper. We're going to pour just a little bit of bleach. You're not going to need a lot. Into a bowl there. Now, we're going to take the t-shirt. We're going to put the t-shirt in the sink so we don't get bleach everywhere, because it will drip a little bit. We're going to take the eyedropper and we're going to start dropping bleach onto the t-shirt. Now this is the trick. If you want a lot of bleach, that's fine, and it'll just bleach out like a white cross. Actually, I don't know what color this is going to come out because I don't know the underlying color here. But you can use a lot of bleach, or you can use just a little bit of bleach, and that'll give you a more marbled look. What I like to do, and each one of these shirts is different, is start here near the rubber band and just start putting bleach right there. And as it starts changing colors, you'll see when you need to, what we're going to do is we're going to dunk this in water when we reach the place we want to go with this bleach. And you'll be able to see. It'll start changing colors. And we're going to spread it to the other parts of the cross. Make sure that the cross end of the t-shirt is farther down, because if it's up, it'll start bleeding onto the rest of the shirt and make bleach stains where you do not want them. I don't know if you can see that, but the bleach is starting to eat out the color. This isn't going to take long. You can see that the colors are already bleaching out. We're just going to keep putting bleach on here. We probably already have enough bleach. We're going to keep doing that. We're going to keep spinning around back and forth so that the bleach gets everywhere. I think we got enough bleach in there now. So what we're going to do, remember to keep this end of the t-shirt lower than this end, or you're going to get bleach over here. So, as you can see, can you zoom in on that? That there are spots on there that are starting to get really white. Another thing you want to be looking for is right there. Is that bleach leaching through? It doesn't seem to be doing that yet. We've got a good tight rubber band on that. But what I'm doing is I'm folding this back and forth, and that gets the bleach everywhere I want it, and it keeps it from dripping into the sink. You can see the bleach is starting to leach the color out there. Still got some darkness in there, and that might be enough for you. Just depends on how much color you want to bleach out. And I think we're right about at the point we need to be. Of course, all this is personal preference. You can do it any way you want. And then, now that I'm at the point I want to be, I'm going to wash the bleach out. And that'll keep it from spreading. Or at least it'll keep most of it from spreading. Let it sit in that water for a while and really get the bleach out of it, because you don't want it spreading to the other parts of your shirt, like I said. And then when you think you've got it, you can start peeling the rubber band off. as you can see, it's starting to leach a little over onto the other side of the rubber band. Not bad. It's fine. Then spread it out like this and really get the rest of the bleach out of there, because we do not want that bleach spreading anymore. It's done its job. And we're just going to wash that bleach out. Okay, so now we're going to pull it out and let's see how it came out. What do you think? That isn't bad. And that's how you make a bleach tie shirt.